Greetings. I know I've been gone for a long time. I've been dealing with some YouTube demonetization things, but now I'm back and I would like to talk about what is wisdom. So let's go. We are not what we know, but what we are willing to learn. Mary Catherine Bateson. Wisdom is the ability to make sound judgments and decisions based on knowledge, experience, and understanding. Wisdom involves having insight into the deeper truths and complexities of life and being able to apply that insight in a practical and meaningful way. Wisdom often comes from a combination of learning from one's own experiences as well as the experiences of others. It is a valuable quality that can help guide us in navigating the complexities of the world around us. My goal in starting this channel is to take my life experiences and the life experiences I have witnessed in others and glean wisdom from them in order to spark debate and conversation and maybe help a few people. And that's why I talk about narcissism a lot on this channel. And you might ask, why do you talk about narcissism so much on a channel about wisdom? Well, it's because I've encountered narcissists all my life, and you will too. Unfortunately, I think it's impossible to exist in this world without running into them. Too many people have been hurt in their childhood or spoiled in their childhood and have grown into adult babies, which is all a narcissist really is on the inside. I have been abused by narcissists, and many of the people I know have been abused by narcissists, whether at home or in the workplace. Unfortunately, these poor souls show up everywhere and in every facet of life. So I have come to view them as one of the number one sources of human pain and suffering in our society. And I would be remiss not to speak on them as often as I do, because while there are natural disasters like tornadoes and earthquakes, we suffer more as people at the hands of other people. And right now, I feel that there's an epidemic of narcissism in this world and that it is growing every day. And no one teaches us how to deal with these people. In fact, these days, very few people are teaching their children that they're responsible for their emotions, creating even more narcissists. We are in a very blame-oriented society or culture these days, in that we like to point fingers at others for the things that we are rightly responsible for in our lives. So I'm going to continue to talk about narcissism because my goal is to spread wisdom or to figure out what wisdom is and how it pertains to my own personal journey. And I just like bringing others along with me. So with that said, let's talk about narcissism. First, let's begin by separating casual narcissism and malignant narcissism, as these are two distinct manifestations of narcissistic traits, because understanding the differences between the two can provide valuable insight into the varying degrees of narcissism and their potential effects on our relationships in society. Casual narcissism generally refers to individuals who exhibit a few narcissistic traits, but to a milder degree. They may display self-centered behavior, attention-seeking behavior, or they may have an inflated sense of self-importance, but their narcissism typically doesn't cause severe harm to others. Casual narcissists may be more focused on themselves and their own needs, but they are often able to maintain relatively functional relationships and may not engage in the gaslighting and manipulative or destructive behaviors of malignant narcissists. We typically refer to people like this as attention hogs or just plain old selfish. While on the other hand, malignant narcissism involves a more severe and harmful expression of narcissistic traits. Individuals with malignant narcissism often exhibit a toxic combination of grandiosity, a complete lack of empathy, and a propensity to manipulate and exploit others. Malignant narcissists engage in emotional abuse and controlling behavior. Behaviors like gaslighting and severe lying and severe manipulation. Malignant narcissists may prove prone to outbursts of anger and aggression, especially when their sense of superiority is challenged. One key difference between a casual narcissist and a malignant one lies in the level of harm caused to others. While casual narcissists may be a little self-absorbed and seek validation, they are far less likely to intentionally inflict harm on others. In contrast, malignant narcissists may actively seek to undermine and harm those around them in order to maintain their sense of power and superiority. Additionally, the underlying motivations and self-awareness of individuals with casual and malignant narcissism differ. Casual narcissists may be relatively unaware of their impact and behavior on others, whereas malignant narcissists may possess a more calculated understanding of how to manipulate and control those around them for their own benefit. Casual narcissists don't always know that they're being selfish or that they're being self-absorbed, while malignant narcissists know what they're doing. They know that they are hurting others. They just don't care. And so recognizing these distinctions can help aid you in identifying and understanding what level of narcissistic behavior is impacting you and other individuals in our society. And that's because narcissistic abuse can have such a profound impact on individuals, causing emotional, psychological, and sometimes even physical harm. People who have been victims of narcissistic abuse often experience a range of negative emotions such as shame, guilt, anxiety, and depression. And this is as a result of constant manipulation, constant gaslighting, and complete emotional invalidation that they suffer at the hands of these people. Narcissistic abuse chips away at a person's self-worth and leaves them feeling inadequate and in need of constantly seeking validation from others. The constant criticism and belittling that comes from the narcissist smashes their self-esteem and their self-confidence and leaves them with trust issues. After enduring narcissistic abuse, you may struggle to trust others, as the manipulative behavior of the narcissist has completely eroded your ability to believe in the intentions of others. And the result of this is you struggle to form healthy relationships. People become so traumatized by all the gaslighting and lies that a narcissist inflicts upon them that they experience cognitive dissonance, and then they struggle to reconcile all the conflicting messages they received in those abusive relationships. This leaves them confused and filled with self-doubt and lacking the ability to trust their own perceptions and feelings. Stay in contact with a narcissist long enough, and you might even develop post-traumatic stress. In severe enough cases, narcissistic abuse can result in the same symptoms as warfare. You get PTSD. When that occurs, along come other symptoms like intrusive memories, flashbacks, nightmares, and hypervigilance. So I can't stress this enough. If you are wise enough to realize you've been traumatized by a narcissistic relationship, then be wise enough to try and go get help. It's important for those of you who have experienced narcissistic abuse to seek support from mental health professionals. They can help. And don't forget to surround yourself with a strong support system. You need friends and loved ones. If you have them, use them. If you don't, seek help from a therapist who might know of support groups in your area. Understanding the impact of narcissistic abuse is the first step towards healing and recovery. And you have the right to recover. You have the right to be happy. We all do. But you have to earn that right by taking the steps. So get going. Be wise. Thank you for listening, and have a wise day.